A man is in a critical condition in hospital after being found injured in the street in Renfrew.
37-year-old Paul Mathieson was found with serious injuries on the 14th of January. He died in hospital almost a week later.
Good morning, folks. A new deployment's come in overnight, however, we're a wee bit behind with this inquiry because it's already a week old. The deceased, Paul Mathieson, passed away in the early hours of this morning, having been in an induced coma for the past week. Clearly, it's an act of extreme violence, a sustained attack.
Police believe that Paul Mathieson left the Western Bar just after midnight and went into the curry house next door for a pizza. Then it's thought he was heading home, but he never got there.
We have to look at motive. Why would Paul Mathieson be assaulted in the street on that particular night? And there are only kind of three really hypotheses that could be that he's involved in a feud, that he's maybe had an argument with somebody in the past, they've come together that night, he's come across somebody by chance and there's been an argument, or thirdly, and which was the worst case scenario for any is, was that he's a complete stranger who is visiting the town.
The critical thing is the CCTV, clearly about how has that assailant got to that scene. Morning, folks. I'll set the video up for this if I can, because it speaks volumes. There's a male deceased making his way home. He appears to meet somebody in this black spot. So, if you see the top of the screen. There's a man. An assailant appears to be following him at this point. We have no clue as to who this individual is. The footage we have at the moment is not that great that we can identify anybody from it. But he's potentially wearing what looks like a blue 3/4 length jacket. His hair's strange. It looks like he's maybe bald-headed there, shaved in. Could be maybe even a white cap, we don't know. It's difficult to say, but it looks like he's wearing dark trousers, and you'll see as he moves towards the house, there's a white flash at the foot of his trainers. One of the focuses is going to be around that street. What we're doing is actually a press conference utilising the next of kin, Amanda, who's the sister of the deceased. It's hugely courageous, because as you can imagine, still very much in the grieving process, but it does have a powerful impact, and I'm hoping that that will maybe strike a chord with people. We'll see if we can kind of stir it up a bit and see what we get.
Paul was an average young man, but so special to us. He was a brother, a nephew, an uncle, a grandson and a partner. But more importantly, Paul was a father. And his murder has left a 12-year-old boy without a dad. We are devastated at what has happened. No one ever thinks that this will happen to them. We thought that too, and we're still desperately trying to make sense of it. I just want to ask people, please, if you have any information about the crime or the person responsible. Imagine if you were in our position, you would do everything that you could to find out why your loved one has been taken away. So please help us and contact the police.
A few moments if you want to take some photographs. Sure. Thank you very much. There might be people sitting that have information regarding this. that just sits there because they don't talk to the police, or they don't talk to, for whatever given reason. But when they see a grieving relative like that, they think, hold on a minute, that's a liberty. What that guy took that night, you know, it's just a guy walking home from a pub. Nobody deserves that, and no family member deserves that. So that might just prick that wee bit of consciousness that they might say, all right, I'll make that phone call, or I'll approach a cop in the town centre, or whatever. So who knows? It's hard, because it really is a courageous thing she's done, Amanda, and hats off. I'm just hoping it bears fruit, because of what she's gone through for it.
It was really difficult. I'm not a public speaker, and to think that the person responsible or people that knew the person responsible might have been watching that was almost infuriating, to think that that person is watching you, pleading for them to come forward. And I think because it's so close to home, you analyse everyone in the street. You look at people and think, could it be you? Was it him? It was horrible to think that that person was out living their lives, knowing what they'd done to Paul and done to our family.